One of the things that we at James Cook Media are very passionate about is this idea that the American internet marketing crowd has taught the world a lot about marketing, but we think that there's some better way to do it. In fact, no one can do it better than you. You have it inside of you to develop a story and even develop the strategy for delivering that story to your audience. What I'm about to share with you, I believe, is more important than anything else that you can learn about. So it's never been easier to get your story out there, and that's the great news. But because it's never been easier, it's never been harder to get people to care.
You're an expert, an author, a thought leader. You have a big idea that you know can change people's lives. And if you can get it out there, if you can just get people to listen, you're going to have a huge impact in the way that they live their lives. Everything can change if they just will take the time to listen to what you have to say. And I believe in ideas. I'm passionate about ideas. I've been thinking about this my whole life. My passion is the future of digital publishing. And experts, authors, and thought leaders have never had it easier. There's never been a better time to get your message out there. When else in human history have you had the opportunity to shoot a video on your phone, upload it, and have the potential to connect with over 3 billion people around the world, and that audience just continues to increase as the world becomes more digital. There's never been a better time to become an author or an expert in human history. There's never been a time when the gatekeepers have gone away like the publishing houses have. There's never been a better time for you to get your word out there because the gatekeepers have gone away. The publishing houses no longer control who gets out there. And the only thing that determines your success or failure is the power of your message. And that's the good news. The good news is there's never been a better time to get your message out there. There's never been a better time to be an author. But the bad news is because there's never been a better time to get your message out there, it's never been harder to get people to listen or to care. The noise online is deafening. There's never been a time like this where people are bombarded from every side whenever they scroll through their news feed or go on a website or they turn on the television. Everyone's screaming at them because everyone has the ability now to publish and to get in front of them. And the noise out there is absolutely deafening and it's confusing and people are starting to switch off. And how do you break through that? That's what I call the paradox of the digital age. There's never been a better time to get your message out there, but it's never been harder to get people to listen or to care.
I don't like the stereotypical American way, and I'm American. I think the overly dramatic, it doesn't work.
I mean, we all feel quite dirty after we listen to these American marketeers and their sleazy ways and their bullying. I can truly say Sam and his team has taught me one thing. If you want to do this marketing, you have to be way more cleverer and not be caught out.
So how do you cut through the noise? How do you reach in and truly connect with the people that you know whose lives you can change? And if you think about storytelling and the power of storytelling, that's why it's important. That's why story matters now more than ever. Because everyone's telling their story online and everyone thinks they have something to say, only applying the ancient art of storytelling with precision and power to where you truly reach out and connect at a deep level, an emotional level with your customers, that's when everything changes. So what is digital storytelling all about? How do you tell stories online? Well, the first principle is you need to understand who is your hero. Who are you trying to help? And I've got news for you. Your hero's not you. You're not the hero of the story. Your business is not the hero of the story that you need to tell. The hero needs to be, the center of attention needs to be your ideal client. And your clients, if you think about them, all the best clients that you serve, the ones that you'd love to work with, all have some things in common. And if you put together a construct around that and create what we call a customer avatar, what do all the people that you love to work with, your best customers, have in common? And forget everyone else, the troublesome clients, the ones that don't pay you a lot of money, that are late on their bills. Think about the ones that you love working with, that you wake up excited to go into work to interact with. And forget all the rest. And what do they have in common? And construct that avatar, that persona, that hero around them, and imagine them and make that person real. And if you just do this, if you just think about your ideal customer and focus like a laser just on them, everything's going to change in your business. And it starts with, what do they have in common? What characteristics do they have in common? How old are they? What's their demographic? Do you speak better to male or to female? It's not like you need to choose between one or the other. It's not like you can't work with one or the other, but who do you tend to attract more? And if you construct your communications and your messaging and your color scheme and your videos and everything that you do just slightly more focused on that ideal client and all of their characteristics, you're going to change the way that you attract customers into your funnel. You're going to attract people that you really want to work with because you're speaking directly to them and they feel it. And not only understanding what they have in common, but then how do you connect with them emotionally? At a deep emotional level, how do you connect? And you need to go beyond that surface level, which a lot of people do and professional marketers do very well, and go deeper into the empathy. And how do you connect with what they're truly thinking and feeling?
It is important to establish a deep connection with your client, because if you don't know your client very well, or you don't know what he or she thinks, or what he or she feels, how else will you be able to really connect to the person you are selling your product or service to?
And once you've done that, once you understand the starting point, which is your ideal customer, the second step of writing the story is understanding, how do I write a story that truly connects with my ideal customer? And this goes back to the ancient art of storytelling, which was deconstructed and written down by a man named Joseph Campbell, who wrote the book, The Power of Myth. And he called this construct around storytelling, all the way from Greek mythology, through the rise of the great religions of the world, through the great works of art, literature, everything all follows this format. It's like a law of nature in the human condition. And the hero's journey is this construct that you need to use and apply to your marketing to understand what is the better future that my ideal client dreams of, that they don't think they have the ability to get there. Because sales happen when you inspire your hero to invest in a better future. Not manipulate, not pressure, not trick, but inspire them to invest in a better future. And the only reason they're not going after that better future is they think that they can't get there. They think that they can't have that better, younger, fitter body that they want. They think that they can't have that better health that they want. They think that they can't have that amazing financial future. They think they can't have better business results. And your job is to show them that there's a way. And that's constructing what I call the hero's journey. What is that better future that they want, and how do they get there? What are the steps that they need to take to get that better future? What are the steps they need to take to invest in a better future? And once you unlock that, once you understand and show people their own hero's journey that they can take, then they're going to be inspired to invest in that. And I have to caution you, once you learn the hero's journey, you get excited and you think that it's something you can use and you can tell the story of your own business, your own hero's journey. But it's not. It's not about you.
Everything is about the client. It's not about my product or my services. It's about the client's journey, about the client's struggling and the client's winning something and achieving something.
It's about them. If you think about the movie Star Wars, Luke Skywalker is the hero of the movie, and then you have this little green figure, Yoda, who's the mentor. Don't be Luke Skywalker in the hero's journey that you write for your ideal customer. They don't care about your life. They don't care about your business. They don't care about all the things that you did to get to where you are. They care about their own life and their own journey. Don't try and be the star in the movie of your customers' lives. Don't try and be the star, the hero in the movie that your customers are living. Be Yoda. Be that little green figure whispering on their shoulder as they're going on their own hero's journey.